You guys got any plans for next year?
Fucking play ball.
Fucking we ball.
Shoot hoops.
Fucking we ball.
We ball.
Fucking we.
No, not really. I mean, same old, really. I kind of want to chill this year.
You say that every year.
No, I don't. This year,
You definitely said that.
No, I want to just like play more.
What's your
games.
definition of chill?
Yeah.
What's your definition of chill?
I don't think I'll do like the charity auction next year or something like that. So that's a bit much.
So like less events, you mean? Or?
Probably like less focus on like big milestones. Cyclothon I don't really count because I just want to exercise for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do that. But like in terms of like massive giant things like that, I'm like I kind of
Stepping back on the grind a little bit?
Well, just for like this year, I need a break. I think. I just did too much this year. I think in that sense, and I felt like I was juggling spinning too many plates.
Yeah.
So I think I just want to chill out, play some more games, do some more shit, and hang out more.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hell yeah. So you are planning another cyclothon?
Yeah, I'll probably definitely do another one. I think. I mean, I just like doing it.
Probably definitely.
Probably definitely.
Probably
I mean,
definitely.
It'll most likely happen. I like cycling too much. It's just so fun. Like, and you also like get to see Japan in what I think is like the best way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
To like just see every part of any area you've gone through, or these towns that you'd never ever go through.
Yeah.
Because you'd be blasting through in the Shinkansen or flying over them. So I feel like it's just a really cool way of getting to see the country that I think is really fucking sick.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So we'll do it again.
What about you?
I mean, I feel like I chilled out quite a lot this year, actually.
Yeah, you did chill out.
Yeah. And I'm happy with that. I think this year, it was after the past 2 years of like grinding so much. This year was like a nice chill year, and I like the pace of that. Very much was like super grateful to be able to spend so much time with my parents this year, especially seeing like one of my highlights for this year, aside from obviously getting to spend time with Sydney on our honeymoon, which was delayed because I was so busy, for example. Being able to see my mum and dad in America for the first time. Well, not the first time, but the first time I felt like I got them. They got to see like a more chilled back, the more true America, and actually seeing them experience something new. That was such a amazing experience, and I'm so glad I found the time to be able to do that. Did I tell the story about my dad in Chicago on Trash Taste? I can't remember if I did.
I think so.
Yeah, because just seeing my dad being so fucking excited being in this huge fucking city. My dad is like me. He's like the most reserved guy ever, and just seeing a different side of him, being all giddy, seeing so many buildings that he's read about as a kid, and things that he's
seeing the bean.
Yeah, seeing the bean, or seeing like the architecture, going on the architecture tour, which I would normally find boring as fuck, you know. But seeing my dad so giddy about it, I was
Everyone loves architecture. They just don't realize it yet.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said,
People just don't realize they love it.
I did get into architecture YouTube this year, so I do get it now. But definitely didn't back then. Next year, I'm also very excited about finally some big projects that I've been working on for like way too long are finally all coming together, and that is something that I'm very nervous, but also very, very excited about. And aside from that, I would like to work on the YouTube side of things, kind of like work on more big projects on my main channel, and maybe do more streams here and there. I'm actually enjoying streaming a lot more than what I thought I would.
He's coming over.
Yeah.
It's just a more fun way to record videos.
It's just chill.
Yeah, because you could just chill out, and like you never even like when you're recording and that you're like, oh, there's some downtime. Yeah, you're like, oh, so annoying, and I have to like when you're live and recording something, I feel like there's always moments where you can have fun with it, and it never feels like a lost moment when you're live.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Recording, you're like, okay, I'm gonna record 9 hours for 1 hour of it to make the cut, and and it's like, I don't know, the interactivity of streaming is just so much fun and quite rewarding, I think.
Yeah, I think the big difference for me this year when it came to streaming was I felt like I'd gotten an audience that was just comfortable, just me going live. Because before I would be like, okay, I need to make content, which I still do. I still most of the time go live with the purpose of like filming a video or filming something. And then there was this like uncomfortable zone that I could never get through where I'd done the content and I was like, I don't have anything planned. I don't know what to do now. I'm just chilling on stream, and I don't know what to do. And I kind of like realized this year, I have some people that just wanna just
hang out.
I'd just be okay with me being, just hang out and just are okay watching me just being me. And I'm like, okay, that's a very comforting feeling actually.
What do you think the podcast is? People want to chill, you know? I mean, of course, there's a demand. There's a demand for Gant.
Yeah, but the podcast is different because the podcast is like it's recorded, you know.
Right.
It's,
but I mean,
it's edited.
Still think there's a demand. People want to hear you talk.
But also with the podcast, there's like 3 of us. But on a stream, it's just me.
Yeah.
It's you in the chat.
It's just me, and I'm like, there's no Joey or Connor to help me out.
But it's kind of nice because you can kind of go in any direction you want. You can kind of stop the conversation when you're like done with talking about something, or keep going. You know.
Yeah.
It's also kind of interesting when you have like 9,000 people who are smart sometimes who can give you. You're like, they'll be like, oh, I'm an expert in this, by the way. Here's this. And you're like, oh, okay, shit. All right.
Yeah. I also found it's a good way to get me to play games that I never would play by myself.
Me too.
Not even because I wouldn't enjoy the game, but sometimes it makes the less enjoyable parts of the game more.
Yeah.
Like
a grind.
Yeah.
When you're grinding, you'd be like just chatting. You know,
Yeah.
All right, talking about random shit while you grind away.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fun.
I enjoy that a lot.
Me too.
What about you, Joe? 2025 plans?
Honestly, I don't know. It's kind of the same as just this year, really. It's like, I think like it's so weird because like I feel like almost the complete opposite way when it comes to like content. Whereas like I think this year I definitely like stepped back a lot more and like I did like more bigger projects, but also at the same time I wasn't doing it as frequently.
Yeah.
Obviously, because of, you know, all the other stuff I had going on. But I think this year, or rather next year, is going to be the same thing where it's just kind of like I'll continue to do like the big projects every now and then, but also like I don't know, I just want to like go out more. You know? I just want to like see
the world.
See the world more, you know, just like hang out with like friends and just like just go out and just see the world. I think I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of in a weird way still in like the COVID hangover stage. Where like I was inside for so long and then that really fucked me up. And then now I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, I can just like fucking go out and just like do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I definitely would just want to like keep like maintaining my privacy because I do like that. And yeah, I don't know. Just maybe do a couple of passion projects on the side.
I mean, Nonsense has been killing it this year, man.
Yeah. Working on that. Like we've already basically planned until the middle of 2026 now for that.
Wow.
So it's just a matter of like just fucking getting a roll on and just doing that. So hopefully that plans out. But yeah, other than that,
you got some exciting things for Nonsense coming up next year.
Pretty big stuff next year. Yeah, I'm hoping we can actually pull through with that because otherwise this part's gonna age like shit. I think we'll be okay.
I'm getting you to say it on camera so that you are committed to making it a reality.
No, of course. I mean, it's my company. I'm gonna be like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck it, we ball. I think it's just gonna be exciting. Like, I definitely, as I said, like, I just want to do stuff now, not necessarily for the sake of just like making money or like making content out of it. Like, I kind of just want to do it because it's fun.
Yeah.
And because I've been doing that a lot more this year, and it's just been like quite gratifying, I think, mentally. So yeah, just keep doing that, I guess.
Sounds good.
Not gonna try streaming,
unless I get paid, which I will continue to maintain. Yes. But other than that, I think I'm good. We'll see. I don't know. Something might change where I might be like, I'll do a couple of streams every now and then. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Do you guys have a highlight from, like, if you could pick one your highlight from 2024?
I think it'd be the pop-up for me.
The pop-up?
Yeah.
It's a basic answer.
Even like personally, like in terms of like...
Yeah, just because like that was just like such a new experience for me that like I had absolutely no experience in beforehand. Like I didn't even know if I was going to fucking pan out. Yeah. But it did, and it was amazing, and I want to do it again. And yeah, I think that's probably the highlight for me. What about you guys?
outside of like content stuff, I'm pretty happy with how my Japanese is coming along. I'm pretty okay with it now.
Yeah.
Feel like I can have every conversation I want to have.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not great, but I can have them.
You can.
And I'm pretty happy with how it's come, given the fact that I don't go to school and I'm just trying to vibe and speak Japanese as much as possible.
Yeah.
Which has always been a struggle, as I mentioned on the podcast, because we don't have time to go to classes and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy with how it's coming along.
Yeah, well, you've been going out with P quite a lot this year. And I can only imagine that just means you have to use your
Dude, I mean, look,
use your Japanese a lot more in bars now.
Yeah, that type of content is really fun to make, where it's just like, let's me and Pete just go to the town, make magic happen.
Yeah.
And it just always turns out, it's just always a great time.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know how, I mean, Pete's also like generational talent when it comes to making friends.
Oh no, he
really is.
Generational talent with socializing.
He speaks in vibes, and vibes are a universal language.
Well, it's crazy.
You know?
Like one thing that you'll notice if you ever like watch Pete is that Pete often, when we're talking to Japanese people, he won't even speak Japanese.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
He's just like the goat at making people comfortable and like getting involved and diffusing tensions.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did one recently. We went to Shimbashi. And that was a phenomenal night out. It was great.
Yeah.
Every single bar, we had the entire bar in on the vibes. They're all cool with streaming.
Oh yeah.
It was great. But yeah, there was one bar we went to. The guy, we were like, oh yeah, we're streaming. And he looked like he was like, please don't fucking stream. And then, like 30 minutes later, he's like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? Like it's just so much fun. And so that's also a great environment to be able to practice Japanese, because you have to use it for like 4 hours straight.
Oh yeah.
And then kind of like translate between chat, not very well. You're like, I think they said this. You're like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah. I had the opposite experience going to a bar the other day where you know, because tourism has gone up so much, a lot of like, I feel like a lot of people a lot of Japanese bartenders, I've noticed there are a lot more English menus than there used to be in terms of like purely Japanese menus. So I was at this bar and it was like this whiskey bar, and they had an English menu there. So you know, we were talking to the bartender, who seemed like, you know, the normal kind of like prim proper guy, just casually talking in Japanese. He mentioned, I asked him, oh, do you like any, you know, anime or games? And he was like, oh, I really, really like From Software games.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, oh, no fucking way. I just finished Elden Ring. And he was like, how many hours? How many hours you put in? He put in over 1,000 hours into Elden Ring.
Fucking hell.
1,000 hours.
What a giga chad.
Yeah, absolute giga chad. And so, you know, we go off topic and we start talking about, oh, don't you have English menus? Can you speak any English as well? And he was like, nah, you know, I cannot speak any English, but I've been trying to, like, you know, because there's been so many foreigners here. Yeah, I've been trying to be more accommodating for tourists. And I was like, oh, how do you normally speak to, you know, tourists when they come in? And he's like, so the only English I really know is, and he goes, foul, tarnished, in search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of ambition. What the fuck? and he basically just starts reciting every boss monologue from Elden Ring.
What the fuck?
And I was like, yo, that's fucking epic as shit.
That's the equivalent to, like, you know, you're talking to an English speaker and then be like, oh, I know a little bit of Japanese, and then they start doing the One Piece, Tommy, Mr. Scott.
What the fuck?
It's like, let's go.
That's so funny.
That's so funny.
I was like so hype. I was like, no fucking way.
Well, if he comes into the bar, you know, if a tarnished walks in, they can order.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, because I didn't realize this. Because like I didn't realize Elden Ring, even though it's a Japanese game, doesn't have a Japanese dub. It's
all English.
It's all English. So
for the vibes. For the vibes.
For the vibes.
The atmosphere.
Sure.
Fit if it was middle aged, you know, kind of language.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolute Giga Chad. Giga Chad of
That's
a man
so
right
funny.
there.